I'm going to be honest with you. I hesitated to make this video because I know how personal it is, and there's a lot of opinions out there, and I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me. But so many people asked about this, and I have to talk about it. And I'm answering this with compassion and care for both you and your adult child. This is for the Christian parent whose adult child is saying that they are gay, or they're in a same-sex relationship, or they have told you they are transgender. You love them with everything in you. And because of your faith and your biblical views, you feel so caught in an impossible place. How do I stay true to what I believe and stay close and connected to my child? First, let's talk about the loss and the grief. You're grieving the future you imagined, and often you carry it in silence because we just don't talk about this in the church. And I want to acknowledge that that grief and that loss is real, and it's okay to acknowledge it and to process it. Second, you do not have to choose between your convictions and your child. One of the wisest things I've ever heard comes from Jim Burns in his book, When Your Adult Child Strays. He says, don't become a one-topic parent. When every conversation comes back to the disagreement slowly becomes the relationship. So say what you need to say. Say what you believe. Then let your adult child experience your kindness and your steady love, because underneath it all, your child is really asking one question. Do you still love me? Make sure that your answer is unmistakably clear. Ephesians 4 tells us to be humble and gentle, bearing with one another in love. You cannot control their choices, but you can be a parent whose love stays steady and whose heart stays open and never stops praying and knowing that God is working in your child's heart and in his mind. You laid a foundation. That foundation didn't go away. Just keep believing. I'm going to leave some practical ways to walk this out because I know this is a big topic. I'll probably touch on it more in the future. But for right now, I'm answering the questions that you asked, and yours might be next.